How you doing, guys? ZDEyE here. So today I wanted to share my thoughts from the Xbox game showcase that has just recently wrapped up its live stream, or well, the showcase of the games anyway, that will be coming on the Series X and pretty much on all the Xbox games too. That's of course including all the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 on top of that. Few are indeed exclusives. But to be honest with you, those exclusives that have completely no interest to me, like at all. So basically, let me tell you first things first, and I'll be upfront and honest. This showcase was disappointing, very disappointing, especially that if you could tell me right now on top of my head, without me holding a list of bullet points that I have written down that some more games I were interested in, I would not be able to tell you none of the games. That's including Halo Infinite. What the fuck was with the Halo Infinite as well? The Halo Infinite, like, wait, they said that they made an engine from ground up? Or is that what they said? I feel like it was just more of a disappointment than anything. I was very disappointed to see that there was nothing really substantial that at least would keep me engaged in and consider picking up the Series X. This only concluded my final thoughts on the Series X, that there's just simply no point of getting the console. PlayStation 5 for the win, and still is for the win, and going to be, looks like, in the future. And yes, if you ask me a question, which one was better, PlayStation 5 event or this Xbox game showcase? Well, it's obvious. PlayStation 5 wins. PlayStation 5 was way better. And not, even if we didn't see the console of the PlayStation 5 then, I still think it would have won because the games were so much better. Anyway, well, we've got an opportunity of seeing Halo Infinite's gameplay, and it actually looks like Halo Reach. I don't know, it kind of has similarities in that. Nothing really quality in graphics and stuff, even though PlayStation 4 exclusives look better than this. Definitely not a system seller. Next game was like a State of Decay 3. No gameplay, just a little bit of a teaser. Screaming woman at the zombie-looking deer, eating bear. Anyway, basically, no gameplay. So it doesn't conclude my thoughts. It doesn't, I know how the State of Decay games are. State of Decay 1, State of Decay 2, disappointment after disappointment. So I'm not going to be surprised if it's going to be a third disappointment as well. Next game is Forza, this racing game. It was just basically an engine game, the footage. So it did not represent the quality of the game. Can't really comment on that, unfortunately. The Outer Worlds DLC as well, I got announced, I believe it's coming out in September. I kind of already have sold out the Outer Worlds. I played the game, finished the game, I enjoyed my time with it, I wanted to move on. But it was good, don't get me wrong. I cannot pronounce this word, Avd, who makes up these names? But basically, it's like a big RPG game coming from the Obsidian Entertainment as well. Kind of has the similarities to what looks like Skyrim, but with better quality, because of the magic and the swordplay. But no gameplay again, though, and more, it was just a tease than anything. Man, this is just a whole showcase to just pure CGI cutscenes and footages and no gameplay. The only real gameplay we had was the Halo Infinite. Wow, how can we be excited for any of these? Hellblade 2, what the hell happened with that? That thing didn't even get a trailer. You only got the a diary, basically a video diary of the location that they set it in the Iceland. What? Where's the gameplay? Trailer at least, show us that. What? Is it that you're purposely doing it so, because not to disappoint us that the quality is going to be reduced, because some fucking odd reason people think that the CGI quality gameplay, not gameplay again, the CGI quality trailer that we've seen the very first time from Hellblade 2, everyone thinks it's going to be the gameplay. Wow, that was CGI, guys. Even though they may have confirmed it, there's going to be downgrades. No way it could be able to hold off that kind of a quality in the graphics. Again, guys, I'm not trying to be hateful in the Xbox, even though I am more of a PlayStation fan than the Xbox. I'm sure that the Xbox fans would have to say as well that this showcase was far more disappointing than the PlayStation 5's event. Destiny 2, actually I was kind of a little bit surprised. Looks like they came back to them under their roof more or less, because the wrap-up deal from the Activision, brand new trailer for their Beyond Light expansion that will be coming in November this time since it's delay. It looks good. I definitely love the new super and the ability that you have now. It's more of a veins of the darkness and the creativity that you actually have, it seems like, in it. And you can freeze enemies. It looks great. Yeah, but you know, it's also coming out as a Game Pass too. I believe it also includes the expansions, but still, this is gonna be interesting to find out, and you know, how well will it be. Next game that I thought was pretty damn interesting was Stalker 2. Looks great, but again, no gameplay, so I can't really comment on that. It's not a game, Warhammer 40,000 or something, a Dark Tide, that looks kind of interesting, and but again, no gameplay. It was confirmed regarding coming in the 2021 though. The Medium was another one. It actually looks great, freaky but great. I assume that was a little bit of a cuts and pieces and stuff of the gameplay, but I could be wrong. And it has vibes of the Silent Hills, something like that. Silent Hill, maybe not. Yet last two games, well, not necessarily last two, but yeah, Crossfire X looks great, and not like full-on gameplay, unfortunately. It's also going to be coming out this year. It seems like I'm definitely will be interested to find out a little bit more. I want the gameplay. And lastly, Fable. There was really nothing in there except just a tease and a fairy getting eaten by a toad. Well, anyway, I guess it's good to see that there's an existence of Fable game, but a lot of people are looking forward to that. Personally, for me, I was never really I never got into Fable. I never even knew that this game even existed back then. Even if it means that there's a tease, it means like, guys, you have to wait like at least 2 years until the damn game does come out, it seems like. I mean, Xbox has taken so many developers and you know, the 15 developers they've got now, right? And they said that they showcase of 9 of them. None of them really was interesting, at least not to me. I'm just so shocked. I was actually a little bit surprised to see that there was nothing in terms of the Elden Ring. What's happening with that game? Is that game in hell development or something? Is it gonna be cancelled now? I know it's from software. I assume that they're just being silent still, but I mean, they have been silent for quite a while now, no? Man, I so much rather the E3 than this. Like, you know, having these so sporadic all over the place, like coming out on all these 4 months, the Summer Game Fest, I personally don't think it really works in here too. I feel like it should have been, E3 would have been a better choice here, but of course, because of the circumstances and what's happening in the world, so it's not exactly, you know, a viable choice, but well, what can we do, of course. Hopefully next time around in 2021, the E3 will be making an appearance and everybody coming back to it, or more or less. Of course, it doesn't seem so. It may not be any longer viable again, having presence at the E3, since this route is far cheaper to do. Maybe, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see for that, of course. But yeah, if I would have to rate it, I would give it like maybe 5 out of 10. It was nothing really special, it wasn't great. No games that sticked out to me that would be interesting, at least for me to get my hands on. Again, without a note, like I said at the beginning of this commentary, there were no games that were interesting. Halo Infinite was actually a little bit disappointing in my opinion. I expected to see more. Now, they have included some of those dodging mechanics, sprinting mechanics, but that was already in Halo 5 as well. I believe it was dodging mechanics in there implemented too. This time they have also a grappling hook that you can push towards the player, well, the enemies towards you to kill them, or you perhaps using a grappling hook to get to a higher verticality. I don't know. I don't think there's anything else I can really talk about. Yeah, I think that's that. Guys. Disappointment, sure, well, anyway. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe. See you guys all.